and welcome to the series where I do all the quests on Ironman. This intro will be 1.5 miles long. I am so sorry for this. First of all, I was a little bit sad, so I'm semi-ginger now. This is natural hair dye, aka henna, which means that I can't really lift my color at a very extreme range. But when I compare it to my previous recordings, the difference does actually show up on camera a little bit. So I'm slightly like coppery red instead of just being a kind of more gray-brown that I normally am. I think this is fun, so it's here to lift my mood up. Why do I need my mood lifted? Well, my health is down the drain. Which means that I'm kind of winding down a lot of the things that I do, and the hardest things to do is gameplay. But here's the thing, I'm really bloody stubborn, and I feel like if I don't get all RuneScape quests done now, I might at no point in my life actually succeed at this, and I would be very sad if I don't. So instead, I'm gonna be taking this at turtle space. AKA, the next several months is effectively intermission. By what I mean by that is, I will be making very short videos, where I do very short to short, easy novice quests, while also working on my skills in the background, and I'm not gonna push myself to go fast. Now, speaking of my skills, some work has been done since you've been here the last time. Most specifically, I have ranged at 30 now, instead of having ranged at 1. I feel very proud about that. Fletching also moved from 25 to 35, I believe. Crafting also moved from about 37 to 42. I will probably continue raising this. I raised it to 42 because that will allow me to work on tiaras, and I still have quite a lot of extra gold, but I haven't finished selling everything off yet. Smithing is at 69. It's not quite the 70 that would allow me to work with adamantite ore, but that is fine because I made myself the mithril set. I am happy with where my smithing is. Next thing that we need to look at is my bank account, which I will after I put in my PIN code. Why are we in my bank account? Because I have the full prospector outfit, aka the mining outfit. One thing that I didn't get from the Motherlode mine is the gem bag, which allows you to store all your gemstones that you're mining out. I wanted to kind of shelve my extreme mining and smithing obsession, so I got myself to getting the full prospector outfit, and I'm like, okay, this is a perfectly fine place to pause this whole thing. Which means that if I ever do need the gem bag, I will be back at the Motherlode mine in order to get the gem bag. But it's not urgent. I'm fine with how things are right now. I went killing some druids, and I actually got a looting bag from them, which is quite interesting because it just deposits all the loot here, so it's like you have 2 inventories. But I found it very awkward to use because all your bones also go there, so like it's literally, it's more like an inventory and a half because I normally just like bury the bones. Of course I could like not pick up the bones, but I do need my prayer XP lovelies. So it means that I do want to be actually burying the bones of what I kill, but that was a happy drop. Like, I didn't even know that this was a thing, so that was fun. Gold necklaces is something that I'm selling. It's just the thing that I used to level my crafting up to 42. Of course, I have a bit more herbs because I was killing druids. Not a ton. Once again, I only made progress to 30 archery, so, you know, you can't have that many kills. Plus, a lot of archery kills went on feathers, which I used to make headless arrows. I still have like over 3,000 iron arrows, and I made myself like 2,000 steel arrows. I would love to get my fletching to a point where I can make mithril arrows. I made myself a willow short bow, which would also allow me to fire mithril arrows. So, you know, I did work hard. I did make progress on this account. So this has been all the updates. This has been the whole intro. Let's proceed to the actual quest. Thank you for listening for so long. See you there. Alrighty, the quest starts over here on the notice board. I'm so comfy over here because it's like Draenor Village. I know the free-to-play areas like so well, so I'm just like, yay, I'm back, effectively home. Where I've been spending quite a lot of time anyway, because I've been in Falador, I've been in Varrock, and thankfully the dwarven mining smithing thing connects directly to Varrock, so like, I was just hanging out in free-to-play areas, and then I would like hit up the dwarven smelty furnacey place, and then I would come back to the free-to-play areas, so yay, I am home. You search through the notice board. Damaged roof tiles for sale. Come on down to Bob's Axes. Contributions welcomed to Ned's new window fund. Wait a minute, what's this? Keen fighter sought to deal with troublesome monster. Reward offered. Speak to Sarah at the South Valador farm for details. This could be worth looking into. Do I want to start the A Porcine of Interest quest? Yes. I don't know why, but I want to say porcupine. I don't know what a porcine is. Alright, let's go and see what Sarah has in mind. Where was Sarah again? At the farms? Farms south of Falador. So here. Okay. Well, I'm gonna walk to Sarah, and I'm gonna have a conversation with Sarah in a second. I am in the right place, I just need to find Sarah. So far, all I found was chickens. You know, another thing that I quite really love at Members Worlds? Like, I'm enjoying the peace. It's hard to explain. Like, the non-free-to-play worlds will be highly populated with people, even in the middle of the night. But Members Worlds, because it is such like a wide area, you're very unlikely to meet people out and about unless you go to like very specific places that will be highly populated, or you join a server for a specific purpose and then that area will be highly populated. So it feels so peaceful. I really like it. Hello, are you Sarah? You seem to be Sarah, that's what your name tag says. I have magical name-knowing powers, I guess. Hello, how can I help you? Look, I want to help you, actually. Can we talk about the bounty? Oh, thanks, Sarah Doman. It's about time someone responded. Something needs to be done. Can you explain what happened? Of course! I was making my monthly delivery to the Sheared Ram in Lumbridge, heading east near the Draenor Village crossroads. Suddenly, out of the trees came a hulking monster. It chased me for a short distance, but luckily, Rosie managed to spook it enough to give me a head start. Sounds like it must have given you quite the scare. It certainly did. I even lost my cart full of farm produce. What did the monster look like? I didn't get a very good look at it, I'm afraid. It was getting dark, and as soon as I saw it charging at me, I ran. I can still hear that sound though, a horrible grunting, squealing. Is there anything else you wanted? It sounds like a pig. It sounds like a boar, maybe? Like a wild pig? Whereabouts were you attacked again? I remember being somewhere near the crossroads north of Draenor Village. Sorry that I'm not much of a help. It happened so fast. The whole thing is a bit of a blur. That's okay. Crossroads north of Draenor. At least I have somewhere to start. And there will also be a cart with her abandoned produce. Now, mind you, this quest only asks for combat level 20. I can't do combat level 50 quests because I suck dick. but I can do combat level 20 quests, but still, just in case RuneScape is being weird again, I brought some fish. You mentioned Rosie, who's that? Oh, that would be our lady over there by the fire. She's such a good dog, always accompanies me on deliveries. You can pet her if you like, she's very friendly. Okay, I'm gonna go. I know where it is, whereabouts it is, because I was given quite a lot of direction. I petted the dog, because of course you pet the dog. This is Draenor Village. Mind you, her description is super poor. Because north is down. Oh, no, wait, it's fine, north is up. What the hell? I can't read direction. That's cool. Yeah, no, there is only one crossroads in here, which is like right here. So that is precisely where we're heading. Okay, so presumably Highweave Man in here was not squealing at this woman. It seems as though the monster was trying to run off with some of the Sarah's produce. From the looks of things, it was heading northeast. I don't even need direction in here, I just need to follow the produce. This is such a lovely trail of cabbage and carrots. Also, mind you, if you want to do Slayer, you don't actually, like, need to do this quest, but this quest is, like, considered to be, like, introductory to Slayer skills. Like, I can just go ahead and, like, pick up the skill and do it, but I thought it would be great if we're gonna, you know, if I'm gonna do slaying, that we do the Slayer introductory quest. And I thought that it would be great to do slaying if I'm gonna be leveling my combat abilities for the most part, anyway. Looks like the place. It's a long way down, though. I'll need something to tie onto the edge. So I need another rope. We are millimeters from Mr. Rope Maker. So I'm just gonna go and buy another rope. My nose is just not leaving me alone today, and that is really upsetting because it is attached to my face. And I can't just like leave without my nose, but either way, I feel like I'm catching a cold, and I feel like I sound like I'm catching a cold. But anyway, I got my rope. So that... Oh, there's carrots! There's a lot of carrots in here! Oh, that's kinda cute. That's probably not, like, the right, description for this, but... Still, it's kinda cute. And there's a bronze schmitter in here, but I have my own. That's mithril. The skeleton seems fresh. It looks like the bones have been gnawed and clean fairly recently. There's also a scrolled note. It's barely legible. This is what I get for exploring uncharted caves. Looks like I'm trapped down here. My entry rope slipped off, and now there's nowhere to go but deeper. Guy, have you not heard of the free Lumbridge teleport? I think I'll be safer just waiting and praying for rescue. If anyone finds this, get out while you can. Ooh, cutscene. Well, that's not entirely reassuring. Oh no, it's a pig man! Nice piggy! To be fair, this pig man is like twice my size. It would be a very scary pig man. It's kind of like the kind of pig man that I would assume you would find in like not safe for work animations, where, you know, the girl's like, oh no, not the pig man, and then a very saucy pornographic scene ensues for like the next 20 minutes. Oh no, wait, you really... Don't blind me with your vomit, that's an illegal move. Some time passes. Okay. My pass out, shape is definitely quite something. At least I'm protecting my crotch with my own shield. Look at this person bringing ranged weapons, being prepared to not get spat in the eyes. Well then, what do we have here? My awesome lying position. Still breathing, eh? Well, if I wasn't, I would wake up in Lumbridge and would have to ask Death to fetch my stuff again, which is very embarrassing. It seems like I came at just the right time. We would better get you out of here before that thing returns. What happened? Where am I? Hello? Ah, you're awake! Who are you? How did I end up here? My name's Priya, and I'm the Slayer Master. You had a nasty encounter with this sour hog. Oh, okay, so it is a type. I was correct, it's a type of pig. A sour hog? You mean the giant pig monster? Precisely. You're extremely lucky that I found you. Another few hours and you would have been hog chow, and then I would respawn at Lumbridge, so don't worry about it. Were you responding to Sarah's bounty too? Yes, it sounded like an easy few coins. I thought as much. I found you on the floor of the cave. You must have been knocked unconscious. That thing caught me completely off guard. Normally I can handle myself in a fight. I'm now having flashbacks to like literally the previous episode where I completely failed handling myself in a fight, so I don't know how much that statement actually rings true. But its spitting attack is pretty fearsome. That beast's saliva is extremely acidic and your eyes are most vulnerable. It's caused terrible injuries and leave you unable to attack or defend yourself very well. So how am I supposed to handle that? Luckily, the Slayer skill provides us with an array of useful equipment and techniques for dealing with special foes. In the case of a sour hog, you'll be needing these. Oh wow, thank you for a pair of glasses. This eyewear will protect you from the spitting attack, allowing you to fight the monster on equal terms. Most enemies have weakness too. The sour hog's thick hide provides excellent protection against slashing and insulates it from magic damage. You'd be best trying to pierce it with arrows or a stabbing weapon. Go now, the bounty is all yours to claim. I suggest you recoup your strength and head back to fight it using your new goggles. If you make it out alive, collect your bounty and then come see me so that we can speak further. Okay? I am actually quite certain that I understand everything pretty well. That is definitely a look. I can stab with this. Yeah, I can stab with this. Lunge is stabbing. This will do. This will work. Be right back. Need to kill a pig that spat on me. Hey, I am back. Right here. It's only level 37. This will work. Well, oh, right. Okay. I don't think Spraya will be rescuing me this time. If I go in there, I'm fighting this thing to the death. I went in to actually fight a thing to the death. The last episode, which was definitely a lot scarier than this, which is just big boar. It does have a nice model though. Nice and fat. As I said, could star in an anime porn. Because that's entirely normal thoughts to have. Yay! I already collected a foot from this thing. I should take it to Sarah. I'm really surprised that I didn't, like, get its head. You would think that you would go for the head, right? Also, poor pig, outside of eating random passerby, was mostly subsiding off carrots. And we're like, no, pig. You can't take other people's carrots. You have to die now. Because we don't approve of giant carrot-eating pigs, I guess. Anyway, we'll see you back at Sarah. Hey, Sarah, I brought you a foot. Like, just one giant foot. The monster certainly won't be troubling you from now on. Oh, that's fantastic news. I'm so relieved. Wait, how do you know you're not just... How do I know you're not just saying that to get the bounty? How about this as proof? You pull out the foot out of your backpack and show it to Sarah. Ugh! Yeah, that certainly looks about right. Indeed, the smell is something quite special. I'll probably just give it to the dog. I'm glad you made it back. Some strange woman in a hood came asking about the job shortly after you left. I didn't really want her back in here. Anyway, thank you so much. Here's your reward. Perhaps I should speak with Spria and tell her that the monster's been dealt with. That's, I mean, 5,000 coins is, like, really not that bad. That's... A singular gold amulet is, like, 800 coins? No, that's not a singular, that's 5 of them. Because, you know, I'm trying to remember all the selling that I've been doing. That's also more than one mithril piece if you're selling to a vendor. I'll take it. I mean, I have like 1,000,000 coins in my bank now. But that doesn't mean that, like, gold has lost its purpose for me. In fact, I'm always lacking in gold because I'm an Ironman and I have to provide everything by myself, for myself, and the Slayer lady is up and not down. Why am I going to the bank? I'm like, let me just go and talk to her inside my own bank account. Yeah, that's where people reside normally. Hello! I did the thing! I did it! I killed the Sarah hog and collected the bounty from Sarah. Very impressive, Slayer. I'm glad that the goggles served you well. Although these Sarah hogs often live in primitive tribes, I fear that when there's one, there's likely to be more to follow. We may have to monitor that layer from time to time to keep their population in check. So what happens now? I'm awarding you 30 Slayer reward points! You can use points to purchase rewards and upgrades to enhance your effectiveness as a Slayer. You can earn more points by completing tasks assigned by me or one of the other Slayer Masters throughout Gielinor. When you start to become adept at slaying, you'll begin to receive tasks that can be especially lucrative, so get on training! I wonder, can I just pick up Slayer thingies from anyone, or do I need to unlock the masters? Would you like a new Slayer task now? Not right now, not in particular, thank you. This is interesting. A lot of this is like, do automatic thing if you're close to this threshold. And if you have this other item, which, okay. Connor Duradel, Nieve, and Sheldar will be able to assign you lizard men. So, that's quite a purchase. The unlocks are definitely quite something. Mithril dragons drop mithril bars in banknote form while killed on assignment. That's... okay, some of these upgrades feel better than other upgrades. I wildly more Slayer. Christilla will be able to assign jellies, dust devils, necrals, and abyssal demons as your task. So I get that one for free, I suppose. I can make bigger tasks, so effectively I go out and have to kill more of the same thing and therefore, you know, get more XP. I can get some... What is a Slayer ring? A weldable ring that can check your task progress. It has 8 charges for teleport to useful Slayer sites. I'll need to figure out how recharging things work. Or if you can recharge things, because the teleports are always, you know, good. Wait a minute, what's a rune pouch? You can store runes in here. And that's, you can... a sack for storing grimy... Okay, sacks are always great, because they're like a way to expand your inventory. I got a looting bag for free, which was just wild. I need, what, quest points for extra Slayer slots? Quest points, yeah, quest points! That's a thing? Okay, so if you hate a specific target, you can cancel the quest, the Slayer task for now, or you can like block it so that you never get it. So that's quite something. This is cosmetics that already require you to have things. Learn how to combine twisted horns with your Slayer helmet. Like, that would require me to have a Slayer helmet. Anyway, it will be interesting. Can I actually pick up... just, let's investigate Slayer, right? Slayer Masters. Right. You sort of unlock things? When I say sort of... I mean, all of the masters are available outside of Shiloh Village Master, but they have a combat requirement. I'm looking into this because I'm interested in Canifis Master. Canifis, remember Canifis in Mortania? I don't, there we go. That's their Slayer Master. So, the way that slaying works as a skill is that you get assigned tasks, like, kill me 50 slugs, and then you go out and you hit the slugs, and while you're hitting the slugs, you get Slayer XP on top of combat XP. It's why I wanted to unlock this, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of combat anyway, because that is the goal. In case I didn't make this clear, that was the goal. I failed combat spectacularly last episode, so I want to make sure that that doesn't happen. Which means, quite specifically, I want to focus on these skills in particular. And if I'm focusing on these skills in particular, I may as well combine them with Slayer. That's like not the only thing that I could do. Like, I could go back to, for example, killing druids and amassing a lot of perbs. You can like combine getting a specific thing with also training your combat if you want to. But training Slayer and training combat kind of goes hand in hand. So I thought, let's prepare to improve this while improving this. So if you're wondering about my goals for this month, you'll see absolutely no progress in the upcoming videos because I'm practically kind of shooting them today, and all of them are gonna be itty bitty ones like this one. And all of them are gonna be like simple to do quests. I'm just gonna throw my hands and be like, yeah, and enjoy this particular recording day. That's what I'm doing. But the goals for the month in general, so effectively after 4 episodes are out, 4 next episodes including this one, you'll suddenly will see a jump in this account. I would like to get all the combat to 50. I mean 50 magic, 50 ranged, 50 defense, 50 strength, 50 attack. And I might go a lot further than this. But, as I said, my health has been in a fairly bad state, so I am allowing me to go at a turtle's pace. If I go much further than this, then I might consider rematching and finishing the quests that I haven't finished early. But to make it manageable, I'm like, for this month, just nice overall 50. Nice overall 50 on combat skills would be nice. And then from there on, the next goal will be either 60 or 70, because the longer you go, the slower the levels go. That is the RuneScape way. If we got to combat level 70 overall, like, not like overall combat level, but like each of these skills was combat level 70, I think I would feel a lot more confident in my ability to hit things. And I would be going back to doing quests with combat requirement that is significant, starting from the quests that I haven't finished, that are just sitting in my quest log and bothering me. So, long-term goal, all combat skills to 70. From there, I think I can make do. Short-term goal, which is this month, while I'm uploading these kinda intermission sort of episodes, all combat skills to 50. That's where I'm going now. And once again, I'm taking it slow, I'm taking it relaxed way. I'm just gonna be doing a whole bunch of short quests, so don't be surprised if the next time when we come back, I will be like, yeah, this is like a 10 to 20 minute episode, and don't be surprised to like see like 3 of those. It is just because I wanna A, buy time for my health, and B, buy time for myself to up my own combat levels in a rather leisurely and not a grindy way. Yeah. So thank you so much for joining. Outside of the fact that my nose is very sniffly, this has been a joy. I hope I'm gonna see you in my other episode of RuneScape. And thank you so much for my Patreon supporters. This is here every Friday, and it's gonna be here every Friday for like quite a few years still. If I have to take it so slow that I run out of very easy quests, if I run out of very short quests, and I'm still not where I want to be skill-wise, then I might be like, no RuneScape this month, guys, because I'm just grinding. Or I might be like, here is a couple of videos of just me doing like the skilling experience and like talking about it and like talking about what I'm currently doing. Maybe we would like do some construction together just like for fun. So I'm not even like writing that off the desk, off the table. If I need to go that slow, I'll go that slow. But for now, I think as long as I can buy myself a month or 2, I can get this account's stats into a much better place. And then I think I will be able to handle the bigger quests a lot better. And it won't be a frustrating and embarrassing experience like the haunted mine was. So yeah, thank you for being here. I hope I'm gonna see you next Friday. Toodaloo for now.